Welcome to this lesson on the pooled t-test. In statistics, comparing two groups is a common task, but how we calculate the difference depends heavily on the data's behavior. Today, we will explore the specific case where we can assume both groups share the same variability, allowing us to use the pooled t-test. So, what exactly is a pooled t-test? It is a statistical method used to compare the means of two independent samples. The term pooled refers to the unique way it handles variance. It pools, or combines, the variance estimates from both samples to calculate a single, more precise estimate of the common population variance. The most critical assumption for this test is homoscedasticity, which is a fancy word for equal variances. We assume that the population variance of Group 1 is equal to the population variance of Group 2. If the data spreads are significantly different, using this test can lead to wrong conclusions. In those unequal cases, we would use Welch's t-test instead. Let's visualize this. Here we have two normal distribution curves representing our two groups. Notice that the blue and red curves have the exact same shape and width. This indicates equal variance. The only difference is their position on the horizontal axis, which represents their means. This is the ideal scenario for a pooled t-test. This is the formula for the pooled variance, denoted as SB squared. It looks complex, but it is essentially a weighted average. We take the variance of the first group, weighted by its degrees of freedom, add it to the variance of the second group, also weighted, and divide by the total degrees of freedom. This gives us a combined, robust estimate of variance. Once we have the pooled variance, we use it in the t-statistic formula. The top part represents the difference between the two sample means. The bottom part is the standard error, calculated using our new pooled standard deviation. SB, this t-value tells us how significant the difference between the groups really is. For the degrees of freedom, the calculation is simple. Sample size 1 plus sample size 2 minus 2. We subtract 2 because we have estimated two parameters, the means for both groups. Knowing the correct degrees of freedom is essential for finding the critical value in a t-table. To recap, use the pooled t-test only when these conditions are met. First, you have independent samples. Second, the data follows a normal distribution. And third, and most importantly, the variances of the two groups are approximately equal. Consider this example comparing math scores between Class A and Class B. Class A has a variance of 15.2, and Class B has a variance of 14.8. Since these numbers are very close, it is reasonable to assume equal variances. Therefore, we can pool these variances to perform a more powerful t-test. In summary, 1. Use this test to compare two independent means. 2. Ensure the equal variance assumption holds true. 3. The test works by pooling data for a better variance estimate. And 4. Remember that if assumptions are met, this test is slightly more powerful than the alternative Welch's t-test.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.